Hello everyone and welcome to Dos Latinas, right here with my beautiful Lisa Vatal. How are you, Lisa?
Very good, very good. Thank you for having me again in Dos Latinas.
In Dos Latinas. So today we are going to talk a little bit about our experience in New York City because we were there for an entire week covering Fashion Week New York. So how do you feel about the whole experience?
It was wonderful. It was one of the best fashion that I've been in a long time. It was great. Times Square, we got both the experience of right there in person with all the designers, all the fashion right there. Everything was just unbelievable. I love it.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about New York City. So from the moment that you actually do land and that plane just lands on the ground, it's like everything changes, you know. It's like you feel like you are in another world. You're surrounded by beautiful people from all over the world, and there's nothing more beautiful than to see and be surrounded by beautiful models. What did you think about all the models, Lisa?
The models were so beautiful, from little ones that we saw in the runway to beautiful, like gorgeous, outstanding old ladies, all, beautiful from head to toe. The uniqueness of what we saw, it was incredible.
It was amazing. Okay, so I know, Lisa, that Farage, the owner, CEO of Cream Magazine, was there covering New York with all the designers. So I know that we were there doing a lot of photo shoots, meeting a lot of designers, meeting a lot of different ships from New York City. And it was just a totally different experience for me because I usually go always with models and I usually put a little bit of the fashion on the runway. But this time, Lorena Monroe, what she decided to do is sit back, have fun, and enjoy the show. And it was absolutely fabulous. So let's talk a little bit about one of your favorite designers, which was Cesar Galindo.
Yes, he and I were good friends. I met him a long time ago. It was a Neiman Marcus fashion show, and was what I got. This is one of his pieces, and that's what I always been admiring, his uniqueness of his designs. And so lucky to be front row with you and Ferch and some friends to enjoy and experience this beautiful runway fashion, wow, over the top.
Okay, so Cesar Galindo was here a few years ago in Neiman Marcus, and he put a fashion show right here in San Antonio in our own backyard. What an honor and a privilege is that. And that's where you saw this fabulous, beautiful piece of design that you are wearing of his.
Yes.
And you've decided to say, okay, that is mine.
Exactly, and that's became good friends until now. He's just so creative, and we were talking earlier and you said, wow, I can't believe the way it fits, the way, it's a piece, it's a unique art. This is art.
It's a one of a kind, Lisa. I put it on and I am ready to take it to Mexico City and model in the middle of the streets in Mexico City because that is a one of a kind. It is so beautiful. It's unique. You put it on and it just falls perfect.
It feels like a queen.
The sleeves are fabulous.
It's beautiful, the texture, everything about it. It's a beautiful piece, and you can wrap it around. It's actually pretty warm too.
And it's nice and warm. And so the nice thing about this piece is a collectible piece.
Yes.
It is a collectible piece. It's a piece that never goes out of style. And that's one thing that I did notice about Cesar Galindo is that all his fashion was one of a kind, but the kind of fashion that you make an investment and never goes out of style.
Never. And I have this probably 7-8 years. And boy, every time I take it out, I put it on and it's a statement. It's a piece. It's a statement. I love. And that's why we were lucky to be there in his one beautiful fashion. And you and I had so much fun.
We did. We had a lot of fun. So I was right there as Bonita Productions covering all the behind the scenes. I sort of kind of really like that, Lisa, because every time I've been to Fashion Week, I've always been in the front row, front seats, sitting down, and you can't move. You have to stay sitting there, right there, because, during the fashion show and everything that goes on back and forth. And this time it was different because I was walking around, jumping around like a Mexican jumping bee with all the media,
But you had that's the best because you were in each corner looking at different, parts of, and everybody everybody. There was 3 or 4 roads with people.
Yes.
And you got to experience everything right next to me and in each corner. I think, and I observed you how well you managed how to get every single angle, and beautiful dresses and designers, and the music was pumping. It was just something different.
What was different about this fashion show, it was that it was right in Town Square, New York, right in the middle of Manhattan, New York, Town Square, in the street. They had everything blocked out, very high secured, a lot of security. Only people that were invited to this fashion show were allowed to be there, and all the media that was there. And what was so unique about it was the fact that it was in the open air.
Yes.
And so I've never been in a fashion show that's been open air. That was kind of like taking a risk because, 2 weeks before the Fashion Week, New York was like flooded with water and rain. So that was like a big step.
That was scary. But look at the weather for us. It was spectacular. I couldn't think anything better. Sunny every day, beautiful. We were just lucky. Lucky those Latinas.
We were very lucky, those Latinas, to be walking around the entire New York City and taking photos, having fun, but enjoying the perfect weather. But that was a big risk. That was a big risk to put that fashion show right there that day. And that
we were ready, rain or shine, we were ready. We had so much fun.
That weather was absolutely beautiful. Okay, so for how long have you known Cesar Galindo?
Probably 10 years, a little bit more.
Oh, over 10 years.
Yes, 10 years. So
Okay.
I've seen his ways of changing and getting to the point that he stands out in a beautiful way, and different designs, collaborating with Kimora Simmons through the years, with this other Italian guy in Miami. So his travels and with just different people, collaborating with Kimora Simmons and with her brand Baby Fat. So I've been following his steps just by looking and see what can I buy.
What can you buy? What can you buy, Lisa? Okay, Lisa, so what makes Cesar Galindo different from other designers?
Like I said, the statement pieces that he has, you haven't seen it all because I have more in my closet. Just don't tell my husband. So I think his uniqueness, his from fabrics, colors, the way it holds everything together, all that, I think he's very different from a lot of other designers, which that's what it makes who he is and how big he's making in the industry, and how happy and lucky we are to be his friend and to participate in this beautiful fashion and look all the stuff that he's been doing, and how far along that he's been in his life, and super supportive of him. So soon, I think we are going to Paris, let me tell you.
Yep.
I think we're gonna, next year, if everything goes well, then we'll be doing this in Paris.
So what was so nice, Lisa, was the fact that everybody's got their vaccine, and so New York was definitely open. So
Yes.
everything's starting to open up, and what a beautiful feeling it is. Because you know what, Lisa, there's nothing more wonderful in life than good food and great fashion. What do you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'd love to put those two together. You know me.
Yes, absolutely. So, I want to invite everyone to follow Lisa, because Lisa has something great right here in San Antonio. So she has a great restaurant. She's the queen to cook the best gourmet food, her and her lovely husband. And also, she is very well connected with many designers from all over the world that are one of a kind, like Cesar Galindo, and that you get invited to participate in their shows and be a part of their success. So I noticed that the finale of Fashion Week New York, they had the best VIP party at one of the most incredible hotels in New York City, and the top
And the
floor,
rooftop, it was beautiful.
it was out of this world.
It
and
was.
only the people that were there, they were nothing but all the designers and the models that participated in the different fashion shows through the entire city of New York. And that's when I had the best opportunity to meet Cesar Galindo, and he was amazing. Now, what I most enjoyed about him was the fact that he was very humbled.
Yes, that's who he is. Humble and very professional and a very good-hearted friend and, over-the-top designer, you can see.
Yes, over-the-top designer. Well, I just want to say, Señor Cesar Galindo, congratulations. It was an honor and a privilege to be right there in the runway, watching all your beautiful models, looking at all your beautiful fashion. And I've got to say, what an honor it is to be your friend and to have beautiful Lisa Vattel to be your friend. And we are ready to go to Paris Fashion Week next year.
Absolutely. Can't wait for that. And thank you so much. And Cesar, thank you for inviting us and to make our lives so much better with different look and different air. I don't know, we came back different. We just had all that energy and, it was so much fun.
Well, one thing that I could tell you, Lisa, I had a blast.
I had a blast too.
we had so much fun. We took so many photos. We ate every day. I mean, it's like we just couldn't get enough of New York. That bad that I'm going back.
Yes.
I'm going to have to go back before the year is over because I love New York. I love New York. I love the people. I love the food. And I just love being in the city surrounded by the best lights in the world.
Yes. How lucky are we? Huh?
How lucky are we? Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Dos Latinas, and thank you for all the craziness that we did over there, and the food and the friendship and the beautiful experience. And thank you, Lorena, for coming with me and to enjoy as much as we did with Fernando. And we are so lucky Latinas.
Yes, we are lucky Latinas. And Furich, also, thank you, Furich, for all your love, your support, all the hard work that you did in New York. I'm sure we're going to see it in the next Creep magazine because it was fabulous. And
Coming in December.
In December, and I was chasing Furich because I was watching everything he was doing, and he's awesome.
Yes.
He's just a fun person to be with because he is like, he goes to the point, to the people that matter.
Absolutely.
He's all about the people that matter. That's why, his magazine is where, the magazine's at.
Yeah,
and so
Cream City magazine is coming. The new one is coming in December, so I'm looking forward to we're going to see a lot of more of what we cannot cover, but it's so much. It was so wonderful.
It was so wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. Well, thank you for following Dos Latinas.
Thank you.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.